It's so peaceful. I'm not arguing. I'm not fighting. I'm not trusting someone. Like, all of that is stress.
What's up, Loyal family? Welcome back to another
video.
Guys, we're here with a special guest today. As you guys know, we're doing a car talk.
Yes.
And we have a special guest with us today to share our experience. And who are we here with today?
Introduce yourself.
Billy Moore. I'm Billy Moore.
Yes.
You guys can follow me on Instagram, Billy Moore _.
All right, we have Billy
So
Moore.
we have Billy Moore in the building. So today we're going to be talking about, as you guys know, relationships and experience, or if anyone needs advice, of course. So starting with you, how was the ride?
It was long.
It was long.
But it wasn't bad, honestly.
It wasn't?
It wasn't bad at all.
And where you from?
I'm from Philadelphia, but I live in Delaware now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, she drive all the way from Delaware to be with us today.
She's
We gotta give it to her.
awesome.
Thank
I
you
love
for
them.
coming out. Thank
I
you for
do.
coming out.
No problem.
She's there, and today you're gonna help somebody in the world that probably,
Yeah.
you know, what you sharing a, like an experience with us that you went through and you overcame it. Or?
Yeah, or just where I'm at today.
Okay.
You know, I'm
That's-
31, so I've been through
My
something.
age.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So guys,
Okay.
sit back, relax, and enjoy this. Maybe we can learn. You guys can learn. So Billy Moore, take the mic.
Well, I mean, as far as relationships for me, I feel like I'm in a space where I am enjoying being single. And it's crazy because when I wanted a relationship, it was so hard to find. But like now, every guy I meet wants a relationship, and I'm just like trying to develop myself more. So it's just kind of like, why do you want a relationship right now? Not right now. Like, it's just, I don't know. But I know relationships can like really mentally disrupt you. So I'm just kind of like focused. But the main thing I want to say is I was talking to a guy, and I told him I didn't want a relationship. He wanted one. So because I really did grow to care for him, I was like, okay, let's do it. And that was the worst thing I could do, because when I was like, this is not for me, now I'm the bad guy. So I'm like, I can't do that again. I think that's really important, to stick to your guns.
Yep.
Stick to how you feel.
I like that. My relationship that I'm in now was something like that. My husband and I were like friends, and I was like, I don't think I want a relationship because I just had my daughter, and I wasn't like, you know, I went through some trauma there.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, fine, I don't want a friendship.
Yeah, you feel like, oh, okay, let's just do it, because I don't want to lose you all together. Like,
So I was like, oh, wait, hold on. We're going to have to get together. And it worked out for me, but it doesn't necessarily work out for everyone.
yeah, that's
You
so
know?
true. That's so true.
Relationships is a constant, it's like you have to wake up loving them every day, you know, and the minute that spark or fire goes out, you're going to be very dry and not happy. So that is a big important part when she said, like, don't force something you know you're really, really unsure of. It doesn't always work out like Shane and LIANA.
Yeah. No, honestly, because it's okay because you really care about them at first.
Right.
Yes.
But when it gets to the point where, okay, now it's work. I'm working for something I didn't even really want to do right now. I don't have the energy. I don't have the will to like fight. So it's like you want to kind of make sure you're ready before you ultimately make that decision.
I agree.
Worry about what you're ready for. You can't feel bad. Okay, let's just do it. I don't want to lose you. If they really care about you, you're not going to lose them anyway. Like, let's just be honest.
Yes, that is so super true. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have two.
Two kids?
12 and 8.
Nice.
Boy and girl. So...
Boy and girl, you're set.
yeah, I'm set. I don't want more kids. That's another thing. Like, I don't want more kids. So it's like, how do you...
So
Hopefully,
you're happy with the space you're in right now?
I am. I'm very happy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I feel good. I feel great.
Right. That's
So
awesome.
like trying to
You
disrupt
look
that.
great.
Thank you. Trying to disrupt that is almost foolish right now for me.
And
So,
what's the longest relationship you ever been in?
7 years.
7 years?
Yeah. My situation was kind of like you guys, is where my ex was, he didn't have any kids. He's younger than me, like he's younger than you. And we were together for 7 years. We had my daughter, but it just was like trauma. And you hold on because you like, you know what, I want this, my longest relationship, hold on. But when I felt like I was changing who I was, my confidence, it wasn't worth it. I was like, you know, I'm gonna do this on my own. It was scary, but I love it. I'm so happy I made that decision now.
So he was younger than you, or you were younger than him?
No, he's 2 years younger than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
so And that was another thing. I'm like, oh my God, you're so young. You don't have any kids. I have a kid already.
That's how I felt.
Yeah. Like, are you sure you want to do this? But he was great.
Did you guys ever get married?
We didn't get married. We had like religion issues. Like he was one religion, I was another. So that was kind of like the biggest thing for me. So I was just like, you know what? I don't want to change the way I love God to love him the way you love him. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to do that. And you know, it's just, and he was young. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of him growing up. So
right. So the trauma start like you guys been together for 7 years. The trauma start like from the beginning. You know the trauma, but you don't stay along with it for 7 years.
Now that I'm older, I'm thinking about so many red flags that I saw that I did not. I'm like, girl, you knew it. Like, why did you ignore it? But I was young. You know what I mean? Like now, the red flags is just like, I know where that can lead.
Yep.
I'm good.
You just say one word.
Yeah.
And I'm out of here.
I'm good.
So what was your breaking point for that relationship? Where you feel like, yo, that's it. I'm walking away. I'm not looking back no more.
I think it was the I don't want to say violence because it wasn't like domestic, but it was emotional violence. You know what I mean? Like it just got to the point where I'm miserable. Even when I'm happy, I'm miserable. Like, what am I doing here? Like I gotta go. Like I have to go. And the kids were starting to feel it. They like, you know, are you okay? I'm fine. Not really fine. Like, but it was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I think that self-care and loving yourself is number one, guys. You have to listen to those emotions, you know, because once you start breaking, it's really hard to come back from that.
Oh, girl, yes.
So you don't want to do that. And then that breaking comes with insecurities and you just completely lose yourself. You don't even think you're pretty, and it's too hard to come back from that. And then raising kids, sometimes you don't even have the mind capacity to even ever come back because you're just everywhere. So mental health is a big thing, guys. You have to make sure that, you know, please understand the red flags and make sure you put yourself first all the time. That's some deep stuff, you know?
Yeah, and I know it's like nowadays they're like, oh, women, don't focus on your career. Focus on your career. You know what I mean? I feel like that was what pulled me out was my career. I'm a nurse. So like working and being able to do everything on my own, like it's something about it that's like, okay, I do want a relationship, but while God brings that person to me, I'm okay. You know what I mean? I'm okay.
I like that.
So I wouldn't listen to that nonsense.
I like that.
Yeah.
You seem very like positive, happy, very happy. And guys, she's one of the front row heroes. She's a nurse.
I am.
So shout out to her. But again, if you comfortable where you at, let it take its time because I'm pretty sure God don't make any mistakes with that.
Yeah, I'm chilling right now. Doing what I gotta do for me and the kids. I ain't rushing anything. I'm not opposed to it if it's right, but you know what? I'm 31. I can feel when it's right. Like I'll feel it. So we'll see. Like.
Yep. So do you date at least?
I talk to people. I do go on dates here and there, but I try not to let it get too like close. Yeah, because I don't want to hurt anyone else because I'm where I'm at. Right. So you gotta be careful of that as well.
So do you plan on like getting married?
I do want to get married. If I don't get married, I am okay with it. I have came to peace with if I don't ever get married, I will be okay. I will still feel like I did enough in my life where I don't have any regrets. Wow. But if I do get married, I will probably cry on that day. I probably will because I'm like, yo, I thought this is probably never going to happen for me. Like,
yeah. So when it comes to like the dating life, do you think it's really hard this generation when with the guys and the girls and the egotistic stuff?
I worry about my kids. Because if it's this hard now, I can only imagine what it's going to be like when you guys are at that age. Like,
they have no chance.
Have no chance at all. Like, it's really crazy.
Not a chance. It's scary.
I think it is hard. I think most people just need to listen to themselves. I know it's so many videos on YouTube and friends, like listen to yourself because how you feel is going to be the outcome of your relationship. So listen to yourself.
I like that. I really, really like that, guys. She's really dropping some knowledge right now. A lot of the times we feel like we wrong for listening to ourselves, and the whole time that was the answer. So let's not neglect ourselves. And sometimes maybe we're not always right. We're human, but listen to yourself. I would say at least 99% of the time. Maybe that 1% you can step back from time to time, but I think you need to always listen to yourself.
Well, I do have a question for you guys.
Yes.
Sure.
So I know you guys have an age difference.
Yes.
So do you think that was beneficial in the success of the relationship, or do you think it wouldn't have mattered?
Ooh, I personally, starting with me, I think the age difference, it was trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say because maybe it wasn't the age, maybe it was the cultural way.
Okay. Okay.
Right? But it was trouble because the outlook on certain things is just different. But he's a very smart man, right? Like intelligent, book wise, he could deal with people, he knows how to handle his emotions, and I feel like it's not age. I think it's just more like of a cultural outlook.
Right, cultural difference.
Yes, the way he views things.
Yeah, with this relationship, to be honest, the age difference make a difference. Let me say that, because me being almost 6 years younger than her, the beginning of my relationship to compare to now, I see a big change. Meaning that I have to take the wheel. Like the beginning of the relationship, she had the wheel. I was younger, I listened to her, like, you know what I'm saying, she's the older one. She had the wheel, financially, everything, because I never working. So the moment it was hard for her to transition of me taking the wheel from her. Like, yo, I'm the man now. I'm taking over.
I got this.
I got this. So she wasn't used to that, because she used to be taking care of everything, financially, like everything. Like, you know, she's older and she like to teach me, and you know, and I listen. Cause I'm younger. I'm taking telling. I'm learning from all that. So I think when it comes to a point of me like say, oh babe, I think it's my turn to take the wheel, I'm being that demanding. It was hard for her because she wasn't used to that. She wasn't used to that. So it's like, it was a hard transition for her. But I was firm about that. Yes, I'm putting my foot now. I'm taking over now. Like, you know, it's what I said. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's still like both of us say so, but it's like I'm being a man now that I should be in a relationship. So I'm taking away. So it's like, it was a hard transition, but we actually become like a habit that yo, I'm really doing this consistently, and she get to understand that, you know, I give it to him. He's the man. Like, I'm the man in a relationship.
And it's probably a relief for you, because now you can just let him do it now.
Right, because I never knew what it was like to have a man do half the things he done, like, you know, buy me car, house, this, that. I never even, you know, knew that was possible.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I understand that. I get it.
For real. A lot of things that happened, I never even knew it was possible. And I thank him for giving me that experience and being the man that he is. But it was hard for me. It was very hard, because in this world today, it's not like there's a lot of submissive women. Yeah. So I had to learn that, you know, and that was a little bit hard for me. And I thought there was something wrong with being submissive. But then I learned that if I wanted to keep my relationship, because the ultimatums were there, I had to respect and do certain things. And it wasn't bad, it wasn't abusive, but it taught me, it grew me up. Yeah. You know, it taught me how to be the wife and the mom that I needed to be, even better than what I was. So I'm thankful. Thank you. Thank you. But it gets a little hard, again, because like you say, sometimes you just don't want to go that deep. You're just so scared, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it.
It's definitely fear. And with the cultural thing, like my expectation, so a lot of the expectations, it was like, you know, I was young too, so I'm just like, I'm not doing all of that, like, But as we were together and we lived together, and he did so much for me, it's kind of like, if you ain't gonna do it for him, who else you gonna do it for? You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely get that feeling. I do. Absolutely.
Yeah. So with me now, I'm just like, I want to be the best person, you know, that I could be to him and to myself too. Yeah. It took a while to get there. Even though we've been in a relationship, we've been happy, but you still try to find yourself, and you're constantly growing throughout your years. So we try to respect each other in our growth, you know, which he's grown so much. Yeah. I'm like, you're going too fast now.
Like, slow down.
Like, slow down a little bit, because just last year you was okay with this. Now this year you're not. Just let me get used to that. And I love it, but sometimes it's a little too fast for me. And I'm used to habit, right? So Shane is like one that he does something every day, right? So it's like if he wakes up in the morning and he says good morning, and then one morning he doesn't, I'm like, did you not say good morning to me?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's like, again, my relationship is always growing, and I have to like get comfortable with it, and even for the good and the most simplest stuff. You know, the minute it changes, I'm like, hold on, you know. But I think it's awesome. It's awesome the way we've grown.
But I have to say though, like me being young though, and being with an older girl, it pushed me to want to take the wheel. It pushed me to want to like, yo, I need to be the provider, ultimate provider, because I wasn't comfortable with she taking over, doing everything. I was not comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So me being in that back seat, it pushed me to want to be taking the lead. So I knowing that I'm young, I could lose my girl any moment. I'm not doing shit for her. I'm broke. I'm not doing nothing. Another nigga could scoop her up right just like that. So it's like I gotta build that security within my relationship. Yo, I know, yo, you ain't going nowhere. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So I really gotta build that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take the lead, because despite things, you can in a relationship for 20 years, and you've been stuck doing the same thing for 20 years, and then things get rocky. You know what I'm saying? She can meet somebody that do something in really 1 year that you never done.
That's true.
That you never done, and you have the opportunity but you never do because you're too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys get comfortable in relationships, so it always pushed me to want to give her the world. I want to give her something that I know that, yo, no other man really can do that so easy. You gotta take some other nigga, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to do extra.
Some other level.
You know what I'm saying? So I always want to build that security in my relationship. And the love is always there. I love her, she love me. But sometimes I want to do extra. You know?
And that's dope that you even felt like that, because you come into a situation where the woman is providing, she's older, you get comfortable. Well, a lot of men just get comfortable. They get stagnant. They're like, okay, this is my comfort. But the fact that it was uncomfortable for you, you're like, I don't like this. This does not feel natural. I don't like it. It sets the difference between different men. It really does. It really does.
Another category. So
it's important.
Yes, I agree with you. So, Ray, if you date a guy, do you have standards for him?
Oh, absolutely. I have standards for him because I have standards for myself.
Right.
So I'm not going to force myself to be a certain way and just let you do whatever you want to do. Like, I just can't do that. I do want someone who's goal driven. I want someone who, more recently than not, is masculine, because I didn't know how important that was until like most recently. But like, that's really important, because like, if you're not being masculine, I notice I become more masculine. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. I want to be feminine, but if you're feminine, we both can't be this way. Like, we both just can't do that. Like, come on. So yeah, I do have standards. I want someone who works hard. I work very hard. I do. And it's like, if I'm working hard and you always free, like, what are we doing?
He was very masculine, and that's why I was like, oh my God.
It doesn't matter how old they are. It's the island thing. I'm telling you, like, I'm telling you.
I was like, what is wrong with you? You're 18. Relax.
Exactly. Like, no, like, they take control from the beginning. Like, it doesn't matter.
And then that's how I learned. I'm like, okay, whoa, I can't do certain, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna offend them. You know, you gotta do this. But I do agree with you. That is so important. Men need to be masculine so that women can know better. These girls these days are running around like a chicken with no head. Crazy. And I'm like, your man lets you do that? And they're like, you can't tell me nothing. I'm like, wow.
You don't want to be in a relationship where you have that attitude. I do what I want. Like,
that's not a
what
relationship.
Is that? That's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is like, listen, you want me to do this? Let me talk it over with him and see what he thinks. If, you know, everything's a go, I'll let you know. Not like, oh, girl, I got... You have no respect for that man at that point. Where's the respect? Yes. Where is it? I don't get it.
Yep, I agree with you. That is the generation today.
Yeah, it
really is.
That's why men need to, like, set boundaries. Because if men allow women to walk over, they're going to continue to do it. You know, so if you have a girl that feel like, yo, she need to confront him about a decision that requires him to be involved, she's going to always do it. Because you let her slide with it. You got to put your foot in like it. That ain't happening. Right. You know, so a lot of men, I don't know what it is. But,
you don't even know, right?
But then you think about, okay, you let her do whatever she wants. Now she's in a workplace with a masculine man. So now the attraction is, she's losing that attraction for you and gaining it for the real masculine energy that she's around. Like, it's natural for it to be that way. Just same way for men and women. Like, if the woman is more masculine and he's at work and is a very feminine female, like, the attraction for you when he get home is just like, God, like, relax. Like,
I agree to that.
So you got to be like mindful of that. It's really important.
That is a really, really, actually, that's a really important piece that you can miss in your relationship, and that could just probably tear your whole relationship down. You wearing the pants you're not supposed to be wearing. You know, that is really, my dad always used to say that, and I'm like, Dad, but why her? He was like, she's submissive. Bottom line, she respects me as a man, and that's what I need in a woman. She's not out here like, I will beat your ass, and you know, acting all ratchet and stuff like that. And I see why certain men really marries certain women.
And I had to learn that. I had to learn, you know, to turn down my masculine energy in the presence of a man. Like, I'm still a nurse, I work in a prison, so like it's hard. I have to have some sort of aggression. Like aggression, but like when I'm with a man, I always like think like before I speak, or you know what I'm saying, or before I give certain opinions, because like it matters. Because if a guy is over here being very feminine on a date, it's kind of like, I'm not gonna see you again. Like, I don't even like the way this feels right now. Like,
it's not gonna work with us.
Yes, like, so it is important. And I think as you get older, you notice that, like, a lot of young girls, poor babies, they about their money, about a guy's money, they don't understand like what they should be looking for in a man because they're young. So,
but I don't even think, I just think that's the generation.
I do.
You could be 40 and still think
there are some more.
I'm like, what is going on?
I do know some girls that's older than me.
They just care about the money.
They do.
That's it.
They
like
do.
Money and beauty and and they still not happy.
Exactly.
They still single.
Why is it like that though? Is it for validation? To say that I'm with the guy, the rich guy with the best car, nice car.
I think women are lazy. Like, not all of them, but I think a lot of women are just lazy. It's easier to be in a relationship where you don't have to worry, you don't have to carry the burden. Someone else is just going to do it for you. However, when that relationship ends, what does that mean for you?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the scary part for me. I don't want to be in a position where you're everything, and then when you leave, I have nothing. You have to develop your own path.
You have to, man. You really, really have to. But again, these girls are really not, I don't even think they care about a path. They like don't. Living for the moment. Everything is a moment thing. And it's like, that doesn't create no future, no boundaries. That doesn't create a foundation. That doesn't create shit, actually. But it's scary because these are the kids that are growing up with these type of parents. You know, so it's a really bad thing. But if you find someone good, you know to not let them go, because there is nothing out here, guys.
Listen, and I'm out here. There's really nothing out here. And it's kind of like, that's why I'm like, if it finds me, it's meant to be. Because I am not looking. Like, tell you right now, I have no interest in trying to, like, I'm not doing that. And I was like that for a while. I was like, oh my God, I've been in a relationship so long. I need that feel. I'm completely opposite. If it finds me, God delivered it. There you go. Tell me.
Really? You really
I'm serious.
Feel that way?
I do.
That is awesome.
It's so peaceful. It's so peaceful. I'm not arguing. I'm not fighting. I'm not trusting someone. Like, all of that is stress. I'm cool for now. For now. Not forever.
Because it could get lonely, right?
It does get lonely. But like I said, I have my kids. You know what I'm saying? My kids are older. They're not like babies. So I don't even notice the loneliness. Like, I really don't. Like, we're always together. We're a trio. So we're good. I don't really ponder on it, but.
And you have a boy and a girl,
A boy and a girl. My boy's the oldest, so.
That is so dope.
And he's very protective, too. Like, when I'm going on a date with who? Where are you going? He'll call my phone. What time you coming back? Are you okay? Like, he's on top of it. So
I love that.
I got to make sure when I do bring a guy around, it is the right guy. Like, I have to.
That's very, very important. Choosing the right one, especially for the health of the kids.
Number one.
Scary men out here. Very scary.
Listen, I work in a jail. I have anxiety, period. Like,
I know. That job has to be very rough. To me, like, what you call them? The officers in the jail?
The COs?
Yeah, any COs. I know cops, that's a job of anxiety to the max, you know? You're dealing with a lot of people who are just bugged out. Some are normal, perfectly fine, but then you have yours. That's some people that are crazy.
Listen, the stories you hear in there, it kind of makes you not want to date as a single woman. That's what I'm saying. If you got something like what you guys got, cherish it, because you already know him. You know, you know what I'm saying? You're comfortable. You know he's not going to flip out and hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like, dating now, it's a risk I have to vet you for so long before I even let you meet my children.
Yeah.
Because it's scary.
It is.
Ultimately.
And as parents, guys, don't let nobody meet your children. Like she said, it has to be a very long time.
Very long time. And they will push it. Like, when can I meet your kids? When I say it's time. Like, if I'm not saying it, why are you? You know what I mean?
That's like a red flag.
Yeah,
like,
let me do
you want to meet my kids?
You think that, because a lot of people will use that to your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, let me try and like buy your kids. You won't have the opportunity to do that with mine.
That's solid.
Yep, that's solid. Honestly, that really, really is.
Yeah.
And when you date, like, do you date like on, like, you meet through Instagram, social media? Or...
More recently, I tried to stop dating off Instagram because I just feel like it was a waste of my time. However, where I am in public, it's either the jail or I'm home. So it's like, I'm not dating nobody from the jail. And I'm never going to meet anybody in the house unless it's on Instagram. So...
Right.
Yeah, I'll talk to somebody through Instagram, but we gonna talk for a while before that first date.
Yeah, and then you see the pictures and profile. You get to kind of get a snap of how they live their life or whatever. But I think that's the best way, because these dating sites could be very dangerous.
Yeah, no.
Very, very dangerous. So.
And then I'm far away, like I'm in Delaware, so a lot of people around me are married. I'm not going to meet anyone at the store. You know what I mean? So it's like, it has to be Instagram, you know what I mean? So,
it's not like you're in a city like...
Yeah, like New York City or even Philly, where I'm from, like, no.
Yeah, because you could just walk in New York City and probably...
Yeah, find your husband right on the street, like...
I've been looking for you all my life.
Where you been?
I hear you. That's hilarious. Oh my God.
Sure.
But right now, a lot of girls right now, like you guys mentioned earlier, that the generation right now with girls, they just want a man with money. And I noticed that I heard stories of girls that end up so lost that they do anything the man said. They're not really living for them no more. Even abusive, physical abuse, mental abuse. And then they're scared. They can't move because, like, they're living under the guy. They're moving in with him. The guy kick them up whenever they want. So it's like they keep going back because they're not working. They just lose their beauty.
Or they're sharing them.
Exactly.
It's a position where they can't even demand any type of anything, because you're in a position where you are inferior to someone that's superior. Like, you really can't call a shot. Like, if you find them cheating, what are you going to do? Like, you just kind of deal with it. You can make a fuss, but where are you really going to go? Because your whole lifestyle changed. Don't have kids in that, because now their lifestyle changes. So you got to really be on top of having a backup plan at all times, because you never know. This world is moving.
This world is moving.
It is moving.
Very bad and scary.
Yeah, it's very scary.
What would be the best advice for people, like females that really think that way, that they just want a man with the money? I don't care look, I don't care nothing, just want a man with money because I want to have the nicest things. But they don't understand the
personality
behind it.
Yeah.
And then I never really get it. Like, if he got money, that's still his money.
Yeah.
Why does that excite you that he has money?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like it's his.
Like, you got his debit card, or you own the bank, and like you have control of all his money.
Exactly.
You don't have nothing. It's his money. That's something that doesn't impress me.
I was never like that. Even when I was younger, I was never chasing a guy with money. It was never my personality. I don't care if you got money. Like, and guys will DM me. Oh, I got money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I don't even respond. I'm like, just keep going.
Yeah, because if you do that to me, I know you're doing that to every
You leave with your money, that means you have nothing else to bring.
That's what guys
Very
are.
empty person here. Like,
That's scary. That is like disgusting. I do know a lot of women who stick in relationships because, you know, maybe like what he said, that guy maybe gave them something, maybe that next boy that she was dating didn't give her or whatever. But I kind of feel like in a relationship, maybe mold him. Maybe he could be the best guy you want him to be, but maybe he just needs a little help. And these days, a lot of women do not want to mother no guy. I get it, but you might have your gem. Maybe he's just a little rusty. You never know.
My only thing with that is, you put yourself outside your comfort zone and date somebody that, you know, like, it's going to be a lot of work. There's no guarantee that this will be a beneficial situation. So now you're just constantly wearing yourself thin. And so you are nothing. Like, you don't want to do that. You want someone with something. Like, it has to be something that they have about them that is worth the risk.
Yeah, so good question. What was about me that make you worth the risk?
Okay, so when we was both college students, right, and when I met him, he didn't have anything, no job or anything, and he, you know, he didn't even dress nice, but there were some things that really made me, he was attractive to me anyway. Like I was attracted to him physically, but what made me really say, whoa, this guy is like awesome, is two things. He was a college student with like this weird ass ambition, right? Like it was so crazy. He could be like practically, I'm gonna get a little you know, explicit. He could be practically screwing me and be like, okay, I need to study. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he had like such ambition, and then he was an athlete. So I like, he ran track. So I was like, oh my God, like I look up to athletes. Like I want to be like that, you know? So it made me see a whole nother side of him besides just like, you know, what people judge, you know, the regular material shit. He was always just very ambitious, and then he was an athletic who showed me even more ambition, and I had a lot to learn from him. Like just the different cultural ways, and he was young and so mature. I was just like learning from him. I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. This guy is awesome. He had a lot of qualities. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the qualities were really good in him. It was like she said, I took my chance, but it was worth it. You know, it was really, really worth it. It was hard though. My relationship wasn't always easy, but it was worth it.
Yeah, worth it, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people they date just to have it easy. Like the right person, like the right relationship, it's not gonna be easy. A lot of people up and leave when things get a little rocky, and then they'll throw it away. I'm gonna date the next person and keep jumping from person to person. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta like mold the person, like she said, mold with them and grow with them, like fix your differences, come to like a common ground, common understanding, and say, you know what, from this point we don't need to argue with it, we'll fix it, we're just gonna grow from here and just grow with each other, you know what I'm saying? Like a relationship that become one, where you just unite as one and just grow. That's the best relationship.
I also think like finance is a big deal. Like we were talking about it in one of our car shows, and you have to, if you want to be like rich in the future, or you want to be like financially set, you have to discuss that, because if your partner don't have your dreams or your visions, you can't be mad at the way he's acting. You have to explain how important it is, and he has to want the same thing, so you guys can both like lift each other up and grind towards it together. But it again, it takes, a relationship will take the life out of you.
It really will. It really, really will. And I agree with you on having that discussion, because you would think everyone wants that. Like some people are really regular. They just want a regular, normal life. It doesn't matter to them. And you're like, yo, like let's do more. And you start getting unattractive, but you never ask. That's the problem. So I actually agree with that. I like that.
I definitely feel like that's something you guys need to talk about. Even when it comes to having a child, you want to know how that person would like to discipline their kid and what you agree with, because that can also cause a breakup. So many things, but communication, right, is the key. So make sure you guys always have it.
I agree with that. So let me ask you a question. So at our age, 31, right? So this is for the single women out here. Would you still have that mentality as far as building someone up? Because I think that's risky in your 30s. Whereas in your 20s, it's kind of like, okay, you can play around with that risk. But when you 40, you 45, and you looking around like, dang, I'm still by myself. Like, I'm worth it. I had all these experiences. It didn't amount to anything. Like,
would I build someone up?
At this age.
At this age. You know what? I think I'd rather build someone up than to take them with their nasty habits.
Okay, I like that too.
You know, because
it's like, hard to undo something that's already instilled in somebody. I get that. You're like,
all right, maybe this person is a little rusty, but he's innocent and he's willing to learn. That's better than coming with someone who thinks that, you know, they know everything, or they have their bad habits. I don't know though, because it's like, I don't know if I would like to be a mother. I don't even know if I would ever get in another relationship after this. Like, I would just need to completely find myself. You know? But I don't know. It's hard.
It is hard.
It's a risk all around though.
It is a risk.
Because
you're right.
Even you invest all the time with a person until you're 31, you invest the time with him. By 37, he's where you need to be. And you feel like, yo, I need to shit on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? He changed on you. After you build him up. And he changed on you, like, shit like that happened.
It's so scary. Like, it really is.
Scary. So it's like, I feel like my best advice as a man to a single woman at that age want to date, I feel like you really have to get to know the person personally. See the ambition, see the potential. Like sometimes you don't really see they're really doing great, but they have potential. Like I see the person can do. Their mindset is so different. I see they could own business, they could do this because they have the mindset towards.
They just need a push.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They give you that deep conversation that a regular person don't really give you. So they see things different. And then as long as it's aligned with yours, kind of, you can really work with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but to build someone up at this age, personally, man, I don't think I would do it.
Yeah, especially when you got kids involved. It's so much. Like he said, though, it is risk no matter what.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like I said, you got to find somebody that's worth that risk. That even if we split up, I've learned so much from you that you made me a better person. It was not a waste of my years. You know what I mean? So
that is really, really something to think about, guys. I want you to drop your comments down below and let us know if you will build someone up in your 30s. If you would build someone up starting from scratch, and no, it's not a guarantee if he will stay with you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a deep question.
That's something that, right?
Because it's scary, because it's real life, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
I think you would have to be married or some shit. I don't know. Like, that's just too much investing. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
You investing to something
Yeah,
without a guaranteed outcome for you.
I agree. It would have to be some type of marriage involved. Like, it would have to be. At this age, it's like, listen, I don't have no more time to play with y'all, okay? Like,
we in this forever, you hear me? And if you divorce me, I'm gonna take everything that I built in you. Do you hear me?
Right. Seriously.
Yep. So that's how it would have to be. But, again, guys, it was like super awesome. You have any more questions?
I don't think so. I think
Take it home, though. Take it home. Like, the best advice you can give to anybody. Like, if any girls in your situation right now.
Any women in my situation right now, I would just tell you to love yourself. And I know that's like cliche, but like it's so important, because the moment that you are satisfied with who you are, you got the world. Like what can really break you at that point? You know what I'm saying? You can really deal with whatever you need to deal with, whatever you don't want to deal with. You're strong enough to handle it. When you don't love yourself, opportunity for destruction.
Yes. I agree 100% with her, guys.
Absolutely.
Take advice. That was said perfectly. Yes, when you love yourself, you comfortable with yourself, man, listen.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm ready for whatever. Let's go. Like,
you ever been in the beach and you just see this lady like on camera or whatever, like all big with a thong on, stomach hanging out, and she's just happy living her life.
Can't tell her anything.
You can't tell her anything. I'm like so inspired by people like that. You know, we need people like that in this world, because it's a rough world, man.
It is.
It's rough. You need to be happy with yourself.
Yep.
So yes, guys.
So guys, with that being said and done, thank you so much for driving this much hours to come.
Thank you guys for having me. Seriously, like, thank you.
Thank you. And guys, make sure to go follow her on Instagram. What's your Instagram again? BillieMoore_. That's BILLIEMOORE_. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Like, share, subscribe.
Stay tuned for the next video.
Yes, stay tuned.